Can I figure out if Britney Spears' mom is really bonding with her grandsons after Paris Fashion Week? When it comes to celebrity families, few stories attract as much attention as the Spears family. For decades, fans have followed every major milestone, every public appearance, and every family update connected to Britney Spears and those closest to her. Whether the news has been joyful, emotional, or controversial, public interest has never really faded. That's why a recent development involving Britney's sons, Jaden and Preston, has sparked so much conversation online. The young men recently drew attention after making headlines connected to Paris Fashion Week, one of the most prestigious events in the fashion industry. Their appearance immediately generated excitement among fans who have watched them grow up from afar. But beyond the fashion headlines, another question quickly emerged. What does their grandmother, Lynn Spears, think about this major milestone? Some reports and social media discussions suggest that Lynn may be incredibly proud of her grandsons and supportive of their growing presence in the public eye. Others believe that her reaction could represent something larger than simple pride. Could this be evidence that family bonds are becoming stronger? Could this moment help bring family members closer together after years of public tension and complicated relationships? Today, we're taking a closer look at the story, examining what happened, why fans are talking about it, and whether there are genuine signs that Lynn Spears is strengthening her relationship with Jaden and Preston. To understand why this story has captured attention, it's important to remember the history surrounding the Spears family. For years, Britney Spears' personal life has been the subject of intense public interest. As one of the biggest pop stars in the world, she spent much of her life under a microscope. Her achievements, challenges, relationships, and family dynamics have all generated headlines at various points throughout her career. As a result, many fans have become invested not only in Britney's journey, but also in the lives of the people around her. Among the most important people in Britney's life are her sons, Sean Preston and Jaden James. The boys have largely grown up away from the spotlight compared to their famous mother. Although they occasionally appeared in family photos or made headlines through updates shared by relatives, they generally maintained a lower profile than many celebrity children. Because of that, any public appearance by Preston and Jaden tends to attract attention. When their names became associated with Paris Fashion Week, many fans were surprised. Paris Fashion Week is one of the most significant events in the fashion world. It attracts designers, models, celebrities, influencers, and media organizations from across the globe. Being connected to such an event places individuals in front of an international audience and often signals the beginning of new opportunities. For Preston and Jaden, the experience represented more than just a fashion moment. It marked another step into adulthood. Fans who remembered seeing photos of the boys as young children suddenly found themselves looking at confident young men participating in a high-profile environment. Social media quickly filled with reactions from people expressing amazement at how much they had grown. Many comments focused on their appearance. Others focused on their confidence. Some simply reflected on how quickly time seems to pass. As discussions continued, attention naturally turned toward family members who might be celebrating the milestone. One person who immediately came to mind was Lynn Spears. As the boys' grandmother, Lynn has watched them grow up over the years. Like many grandparents, she has likely witnessed important moments, achievements, and milestones throughout their lives. That reality makes her potential reaction especially interesting. Grandparents often experience a unique type of pride when watching grandchildren succeed. Unlike parents, who may be closely involved in day-to-day challenges and responsibilities, grandparents frequently have the opportunity to observe accomplishments from a broader perspective. They see the next generation growing and developing. They celebrate personal achievements. They enjoy watching grandchildren discover their talents and pursue their ambitions. Many fans therefore assumed that Lynn would feel proud seeing Preston and Jaden receive positive attention. Recent online discussions appeared to support that assumption. Some observers pointed to social media activity that seemed to indicate approval and support. Others interpreted public comments as signs of affection and encouragement. While the exact nature of Lynn's private feelings remains unknown, the public perception has largely been positive. Fans have embraced the idea that she is proud of her grandsons. The possibility of a strong bond between Lynn and the boys resonates with many people because it represents something universal. Family support matters. Whether someone is pursuing sports, academics, music, fashion, or another passion entirely, encouragement from relatives can be meaningful. Even small gestures of support can leave a lasting impact. That is one reason this story has generated so much interest. People enjoy seeing family members celebrate one another's accomplishments. And after years of headlines focused on conflict and controversy, a story centered on pride and support feels refreshing. Of course, the broader context surrounding the Spears family cannot be ignored. For years, public conversations about the family have often focused on disagreements, legal matters, and strained relationships. Britney's conservatorship battle generated worldwide attention and led to extensive discussions about the roles played by various family members. During that period, family relationships became a major topic of public debate. Fans closely analyzed statements, interviews, and social media posts, attempting to understand how different relatives felt about one another. As a result, any indication of improved family connections naturally attracts attention. People want to know whether relationships are healing. They want to know whether old disagreements are fading. And they want to believe that reconciliation is possible. That hope may help explain why Lynn's apparent support for her grandsons has been received so positively. For many observers, it symbolizes more than a grandmother being proud. It symbolizes the possibility of progress, the possibility of stronger family ties, the possibility of moving forward. Of course, it's important to separate confirmed facts from speculation. The public rarely has access to the complete picture when it comes to celebrity families. What people see online often represents only a small portion of reality. A photograph, a comment, or a social media interaction can generate countless interpretations, but those interpretations are not always accurate. Relationships are complex. Family dynamics are even more complex. Without direct confirmation from those involved, it is impossible to know exactly how close family members are or how frequently they communicate. Still, public perception plays a powerful role. And right now, many fans believe that Lynn Spears genuinely supports her grandsons and takes pride in their accomplishments. That belief has helped create a more optimistic narrative surrounding the family. Instead of focusing on conflict, people are discussing achievement. Instead of revisiting old disagreements, they are celebrating new opportunities. That shift in tone is significant. The story also highlights an important reality about celebrity children. Growing up in the shadow of a famous parent can be challenging. Every milestone receives attention. Every appearance generates discussion. Every decision is scrutinized. Despite those challenges, Preston and Jaden appear to be finding their own path. Their growing visibility suggests that they are becoming more comfortable stepping into the public eye on their own terms. That transition is something many fans find exciting. Rather than being known solely as Britney Spears' sons, they are beginning to establish individual identities. Whether their future involves fashion, entertainment, business, or another field entirely remains to be seen. But moments like Paris Fashion Week help introduce them to audiences in a new way. Naturally, family members would be expected to feel proud of such progress. For Lynn, seeing her grandsons gain confidence and recognition may be deeply meaningful. Grandparents often treasure milestones because they represent growth. Each accomplishment becomes a reminder of how far younger generations have come. Watching grandchildren pursue opportunities can bring joy, excitement, and optimism for the future. Fans who support the Spears family hope that this is exactly what Lynn is experiencing. They hope she is celebrating the moment. They hope she is encouraging her grandsons. And they hope these positive developments contribute to stronger family relationships overall. Another reason this story resonates is because it reflects experiences many people can relate to. Most families experience challenges at some point. Disagreements happen. Misunderstandings occur. Relationships sometimes become strained. Yet important milestones often create opportunities for renewed connection. A graduation can bring relatives together. A wedding can strengthen bonds. A career achievement can inspire pride that overshadows past conflicts. People understand those experiences because they occur in everyday life. That relatability helps explain why celebrity family stories attract attention. Even though the individuals involved are famous, the emotions are familiar. Pride, love, support, hope. These are feelings that transcend celebrity status. As discussions continue online, many fans remain curious about what comes next. Will Preston and Jaden continue making appearances at major events? Will they pursue careers connected to fashion or entertainment? Will family relationships continue improving? No one outside the family knows the answers. But the optimism surrounding recent developments is difficult to ignore. For now, supporters are choosing to focus on the positive aspects of the story. Two young men are receiving recognition. A grandmother appears proud of their accomplishments. And conversations about family are centered on support rather than conflict. That alone makes the story noteworthy. Whether Paris Fashion Week ultimately becomes a major turning point in the Spears family narrative remains uncertain. Family relationships evolve over time. Meaningful changes rarely happen overnight, but milestones often matter. They create memories. They provide opportunities for connection, and they remind people of what truly matters. In this case, the milestone belongs to Preston and Jaden. Their appearance generated excitement, admiration, and curiosity. It showcased their growth and introduced them to a broader audience. At the same time, it sparked conversations about family bonds and the possibility of stronger relationships. As for Lynn Spears, public perception suggests she is proud of her grandsons and supportive of their success. While only those closest to the family know the full reality, the available signs have encouraged optimism among fans. And perhaps that optimism is what makes this story so compelling. People enjoy seeing families come together. They enjoy celebrating achievements, and they appreciate reminders that relationships can grow stronger with time. So, is Lynn Spears really bonding with her grandsons after Paris Fashion Week? Based on the public reaction, many people believe she is. There appears to be genuine pride surrounding their accomplishment. There appears to be support for their growing confidence and visibility. And there appears to be hope that positive family connections will continue developing. Whether those assumptions prove completely accurate remains to be seen. But one thing is certain. The story has captured attention for a reason. It combines family, achievement, growth, and the possibility of healing. Those themes resonate with people everywhere. For now, fans will continue watching, celebrating milestones, and hoping for the best for everyone involved. And perhaps, years from now, this moment will be remembered not only as a fashion milestone, but also as a meaningful chapter in the ongoing story of the Spears family. Thanks for the watching and subscribe.